how credible is the case for U.S. manufacturing? So Nike's got 500,000 people in Vietnam working for over 100 plants doing fine stitch work. Lutnick, the Secretary of Commerce, has said, we're going to invest in advanced robotics, which can barely handle eggs. We don't have these humanoids. I'm looking forward to them, but they're not here. And so it's a mixed message. Okay, is the American worker going to take that job? I saw an interesting stat. It said 67% of Americans want to bring back manufacturing, reindustrialize, but 67% of Americans don't want a manufacturing job. It's another not in my backyard. Someone else, please take that job.
There's very different manufacturing jobs. And I think we have to credit the great Dave Chappelle, I think, for the line of, I want to wear Nikes, I don't want to make them.
Exactly.
Basically captures the thrust of what you're saying. Now, look, there's been a long-term trend decline in manufacturing jobs in the U.S. And a lot of it was the pure uncompetitiveness of the job, those kind of jobs, but also a lot of labor-saving investment in those sectors, right? So that even where these things are being made, even if you want to make a tire factory and put a tire factory in the U.S., and by the way, it could take 3 or 4 years to get that and to do it, or even if you want to make airplane parts that are now made elsewhere, and it may take you 5-7 years to make the factory that, build the factory that makes those parts, test them to make sure they work with all the other parts you're putting into the airplane and the like. You may need a lot less people to do that than in the past.
Yeah.
Part is that's not coming back for that reason. It's pure
technology.
Right? And going forward, I think as you take into account in everything from AI to other productivity enhancing innovations and services, which by the way are not being tariffed here, you're going to get more and more innovation to try and exploit those advantages, a more service-driven economy. So all of this says to me that by and large, he's not going to be able to achieve this return of 70s style manufacturing world. So if he's trying to, it's going to lead to trouble. That said, look, there are going to be some jobs where they can come back if it's done properly.